think of hell, what do you picture in your mind? One of the greatest portrayals of hell was a painting that was painted by an artist called Botticelli in the late 14th century for Divine Comedy, a book written by Dante Alighieri. Today we will be discussing a few key facts about this illustration. We will be looking at who the painter was, when the painting was painted, where the original lies, what medium was used, as well as what modern-day critics have to say about the painting. To begin with, we will look at who the artist was. Sandro Botticelli, whose real name was Alessandro Filippi, was an Italian artist born in Florence in 1445. He studied under the famous guidance of Filippo Lippi. During a time when artists of all forms were being drawn to Italy for its wealth and beauty, it was common for these artists to be commissioned by rich families and businesses to create art for them. Sandro Botticelli's style was based on refined elegance, a charming ethereal portrayal of figures and religious subjects on mythological themes. Next, we will look at when this painting was painted. Botticelli painted La Mappa Dell'Inferno between 1490 and 1497. It was commissioned for Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy. Currently, we are aware of the existence of 92 parchments that were used in the Divine Comedy. These were discovered and became famous only just recently in the mid-19th century. The illustrations of the Divine Comedy were preserved into 92 parchments, 7 of which, including the Mappa dell'Inferno, are housed in the Vatican Library in Rome, while the remaining 85 are housed in the Museum of Prints and Drawings in Berlin, Germany. All the parchments vary slightly in size, but La Mappa dell'Inferno is one of the largest, measuring in at 13 by 18.7 inches. Botticelli used color pencils and the technique of the silver tip. According to the analysis of the Inferno, a silver point drawing is made by dragging a silver rod or wire across a surface, often prepared with a primer. Silver point is one of several types of metal point used by scribes, craftsmen, and artists that have been used since the ancient times. Metal point styli were used often for writing on soft surfaces such as wax or bark, ruling and underdrawing on parchment, and drawing on prepared paper and panel supports. For drawing purposes, the essential metals used were tin, lead, and silver. The softness of these metals made them effective drawing instruments. Modern critics for Dante's masterpiece have illustrated that Dante's Inferno and the illustrations used in the Divine Comedy were creative in their times, for their times. A 19th century painter, Gustave Doré, gave the Inferno a dark shade of romantic horror, but Botticelli's rendition is loved by most artists. The fact that the Inferno has come to life again in the 20th century proves that it's difficult for a human being to create an image of hell that can be readily acceptable by many people. Even Botticelli spent most of his love on painting the Inferno. The Purgatorio and the Paradiso are painted rather selectively and less vividly. But overall, the Mappa dell'Inferno is the one out of the 82 parchments in existence that has sparked the most intrigue and controversy. The reason why I like La Mappa Dell'Inferno, it sparks a curiosity in my faith and in my conscience, my understanding. Because it is hard for an individual to picture what hell actually looks like, having a rendition like this gives it a physical, tangible effect that one could refer back and forth through their day-to-day struggles. Kind of thinking, which circle do you belong in and how to get out of that circle makes it more of an easier challenge. And hopefully one day I can safely say that I don't belong in any of these circles. In conclusion, I do recommend that you all read Dante's Divine Comedy. But where do you think you fit in these 9 circles of hell?